This is the difference between a hippie and a bohemian. I have bohemian mitochondria, so a bohemian doesn't like the recreational substances, and hippies get into all that.
While passing through southern Georgia a while back, I met up with Ariah. She was violin busking in the parking lot of a shopping plaza and camping out in a wildlife management area.
You can stay here free as long as you have the appropriate paperwork for up to 2 weeks at a time. Now, my time ends up about Monday or Tuesday. I'll have to figure out exactly when I got here.
During my visit with Ariah, she shared a bit of her story.
How did you wind up, like busking and kind of living like this to begin with?
Well, that's a long story. I think that every single busker out there, everyone that I've met is disenfranchised in some way, and I'm one of Angela Corey's victims.
Angela Corey was a controversial Florida state attorney with a reputation of pushing for harsh sentences.
If you were in Jacksonville, Florida at the wrong place in the wrong time and somebody said something about you, it didn't matter if it was true or not, you ended up in Duval County Jail and everything was taken away. And that's something they don't talk about with this judicial system. If you're adjudicated innocent, you'll eventually be set free, and that's fine. But what happens in the meantime to the average person with the average stuff? You can't defend that. Not when you're shut away.
Ariah's troubles with the judicial system made her adjust her way of living.
So, this is the best I could do, really, psychologically, once I was out. It took me a year to be able to sleep inside again. I did eventually get an apartment back when I thought I could fight for a normal life, and then I just found that I just couldn't do it. There's a certain point where you can't fit into a normal lifestyle, so I'm not actually looking to get housed in a traditional sense. I'm looking to find a piece of ground somewhere where I'll just be left alone.
Ariah has been busking and living a nomadic life since about 2018. She and her companion Izzy have been bouncing around the southeastern U.S. looking for a place that will work for them.
How did you wind up getting Izzy?
Well, Izzy wasn't supposed to be mine. I was actually raising a set of birds for a Craigslist landlord of mine, and he ended up being an opioid addict, and I didn't feel comfortable with him having any of the birds.
And how long have you had her now?
She will be 3 June 6.
Oh, cool.
Now, the reason she got kept is she ended up being what's called a crossbeak.
And what does that mean, crossbeak?
I'll show you. Come here, Iz. See, this is her lower beak right there. She's like, I want to go dust bathe. There you go. You see it? She literally does not have a bottom jaw that works. Yeah. You want me to let you back down so you can go do your thing?
Ariah plans to raise a few more chickens to get additional companions for her and Izzy.
A few weeks to a month from now, we'll get Polish baby chicks and we'll raise them up, and whoever chooses to stay with her will stay. And the rest of them hopefully will be ESAs for someone else.
What's an ESA?
Emotional support animal. Now, unfortunately, right now, you can't have them as psychiatric service animals. And the reason why not is they're not dogs. They've kind of narrowed things to where only dogs can fulfill that role. She is a functional service animal, if not a legal one. I have been in situations where my CPTSD was so bad that, I really couldn't have done without her. And I've gotten so depressed sometimes from just life in general that she's really what keeps me going.
After hearing about Izzy, I wanted to learn more about Ariah's life as a busker.
Where we were earlier is more like a suburban area.
Yeah.
I would think that...
You would think downtown would be better,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, like a downtown area might be better.
It's not. You get ignored. I pretty much got ignored doing that. But there were at least like 5 or 6 people, and what really was my paycheck was not that $10. It was those little kids at the back of that SUV, and they were listening and they were smiling. So something about what I was playing made their day, and that was my paycheck.
Ariah has an obvious love of violin and some clear ideas about how it should be presented.
This instrument has history to it. This instrument has beauty to it. It's not the same instrument when you hook it up to wires. We should not allow violin to become something that gets hooked up to a cord and a speaker, because I can't believe that I'm the only one who hears the difference. It's a different instrument. And if I'm an old fuddy-duddy, call me so, but that's just how I feel about it.
She also thinks that buskers shouldn't put out signs meant to elicit sympathy. No signs and no amplifiers would help combat a string of fake violin playing scams that have occurred recently.
Police across the country have been warning the public about people pretending to play violins to solicit money.
Buskers with signs are far from the worst problems Ariah has experienced living like this.
This is not something that you want to aspire to just, oh, I'm gonna run away at 15 and go do this. 85% of who you're gonna meet are gonna be just absolutely people you need to run from. Because they will be predatory people, they will be people that'll be con artists, they'll be criminal people, people that will go beyond natural law to hurt other people. You'll run into them, and being female, this makes it harder. It's wearing. The good experiences do not outweigh the bad experiences of this.
Even with the dangers and bad experiences, Ariah is happy with her lifestyle and hopeful to find a place to call her own.
If I had a place out in the middle of nowhere that was just comfortable enough, that would be off-grid enough to where it wouldn't be like a regular house, but something like maybe like a simple earthship, I would like that. I would like it for grandma to be able to visit when it's like 20 below in Oneonta. But the problem is people have so many rules about what you can do, and you have to have this particular thing and that for it to be within code and whatever. I was thinking maybe West Virginia would be far enough south to where it would be comfortable for everybody to visit from time to time.
Hopefully, Ariah and Izzy find the kind of place they're looking for and stay safe out there living the nomad busker life.
I really like living off-grid. And I like doing the art I do, and I like doing the violin I do. I don't always like the venues I do.
To keep up with Ariah, check out her YouTube channel. The link is in the video description and the pinned comment. To keep up with what I'm working on, hit the subscribe button, or head over to my website and sign up for my newsletter. If you have a story you want to share, message me through the contact form on my website.